We're looking at Area C second level deck. Just some things that I'm noticing on these drawings. The first one is on beam elevations A and B. We're calling out 3 step bars, but we have 4 bars in the bottom. I'm sure you guys are right. Just something I noticed. Want to make sure that that's right. The other thing is these added bars that we're calling out in the top. All these things are similar to the last video for A and B. Like, where do these 2 number 11s go? I look at your section cut and I don't see them there. So do they go in the same layer as those 4? Do they go underneath as a second layer? Just something that needs to be put in the section cut so that I know where they go. We're always, every time we have beams, especially when they're a stirrup and cap, we're always going to need support bars to build the cages and rack bars. So 2 rack bars for every beam cage, and then some number 4s or number 5 support bars, 4 per cage. Similar to what we did at the sphere. Same thing should be for A and B, and that's pretty typical. So when I look at elevations F over here right at A line, on the wall drawings you guys are calling out form saver bars for the deck and for this beam, but on this drawing you just give me right angles. So I'm kind of confused as to what needs to happen there. The other thing on the beams that I'm noticing, I believe all the ties on the jambs and the horizontals in the wall on F line, for example, if this beam is 2 feet thick and it's running all the way across there, those ties and wall horizontals should stop at the bottom of the beam, unless the engineer is specifying that they need to carry into the beam, which wouldn't really make a lot of sense. We'd want to stop them below that. So I do need some clarification on that. Elevation D. Elevation D, you give me these 1-piece U-bars again in the bottom. I don't have the wall drawings, so I don't know what it's gonna look like, but these 3 bars could be a problem. There's 2 columns they got to go through, and it might be hard for me to get those in, or it might not be possible. So that's something to think about. The other thing I noticed in this elevation E, the wall that's on 11 line, that wall is supposed to be at a tilt. And we're showing it like it's at a 90-degree angle. That would affect the bends on these bars. And again, this is just me looking through it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's tilted coming out of the ground and it straightens out. Just something to look into if it is tilted. AD support. So going to the bottom mat. So the first direction, bottom down 1, we have hooks on the ends of the bars, but on the second direction we don't have hooks. I understand there's a step detail, so you have a Z-bar that runs along these sides. That's fine, but what about up top? There's no hooks. If there doesn't need to be, that's fine. I just noticed you did it up here. This bar is hooked. We still need the 1-inch clear top and bottom on all the decks. The same thing with the drag steel and cord steel. You know, you guys give me the call out, then you say place, alternate. What does that mean? Does that mean to stagger them? I'm not sure what that means. And again, I should have a section cut showing me the depth. I'm assuming it means stagger them. Otherwise, I don't know what you mean by alternate. One on the bottom mat, one on the top mat. I don't know. This corner detail. again, a little cut of this or a plan view of just this calling out, I can figure out which bars go where, but that's because I'm just figuring it out. It's not because you're telling me, because you just have one line going to one bar and then you have multiple bars called out. But more than that, you have B on 4 of these bars. So when I look at this, if I place this the way you have it drawn up, the first 4 bars that are going to go on the bottom are the bars running where you can see you only have 4 bars. That's just going to be on the bottom mat. And then on the top mat, I'm going to have these other 6 going the other way. Is that how it's supposed to be? Or are they supposed to cross each other up on the bottom or on the top? It's not clear. And then again, just the carry bars. When we can, give me 30-30 plus whatever the splice is, so we don't have to cut them. If it's graduated or it's really cut up, then yeah, we'll cut some. But otherwise, we don't like just to stock 30s and have to cut them up there. If you could have gave me 20 bars across where it was a 30, a 30, and a 20, just give me the splice. And that's about all I have, guys. Thank you.